फीवर 94.3 एफएम से मैं हूँ आरजे आयुषी एंड मैं होस्ट करती हूँ शो कॉल लूज कंट्रोल मंडे टू सैटरडे ऑन फीवर एफएम एंड विथ मी वी हैव अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट जिनका नाम है डॉक्टर राजेश पूसला फ्रॉम विशाखापट्टनम. सो वेलकम 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 टू द शो सर.
Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing? I hope everything is fine at your end.
Yeah, everything is fine. Things are slowly coming back to normal. I I
Yes.
I miss being in Mumbai. I was there at Mumbai for a couple of years in 2013 and 14. So
Okay.
I really feel bad
And
when is continuing so bad.
okay, and I am in Hyderabad, so you're in Visakhapatnam. So what do you miss about Hyderabad now?
So Hyderabad, obviously, my post graduation was there in Hyderabad. The Hyderabad
Okay.
biryani halim. Here we could not get to taste Hyderabad halim, so that is what
Yeah.
we the maximum.
Okay, so
Obviously,
now let's review the agenda of this special
yeah,
meeting that we
sure.
are having. So we are going to talk about the stroke, which is a major global health problem. A lot of people you don't reach on time to the hospital. A lot of people don't know about this, how this occurs, and what kind of precautions you have to take. So with me today we have Dr. Rajesh, to take care of all of these things, who will answer all the queries. So to begin with, doctor, my first question would be, what is brain stroke and how severe is this disease?
So yeah, brain stroke is basically uh, the brain not getting enough blood supply. So
Yeah.
as we know, the brain is the master center for all the activities in the body. You want to talk, you want to run, you want to walk. Everything
Right.
you require the help of the brain. So
Yeah.
suppose if the brain is not getting enough blood to do all this work, the brain requires some oxygen and some nutrition, and which receives it through the blood. If the brain is not getting sufficient amount of blood, so then it is going to fail. So brain stroke is nothing but the brain not getting sufficient amount of blood. So this there are two basic types of stroke. If we go more into the details of stroke, so one which is the blood vessel getting occluded, blocked by some particles, that is known as an ischemic stroke, which is very common and it is 87% of all the strokes. The other is the type of hemorrhagic stroke where one of this blood vessel gets ruptured or gets burst like a balloon, and there is formation of bleeding within the brain, causing a hemorrhagic stroke. So basically, this is what a stroke is.
Perfect. A lot of people are not aware of this, but in our country, around 1.8, million of people suffer a stroke every day. And
Yes.
since we talk about stroke today, my another question would be, what are the symptoms of stroke and how to recognize if someone has a stroke?
Yeah. So as you said correctly, daily 18 lakh people in India are suffering from stroke, and even the World Stroke Organization has said that one in every four persons, like one in four, is going to have a stroke in their lifetime. So it is important to know how to recognize it. So similarly, the World Stroke Organization has given a criteria which is the FAST, 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 where F stands for face. If you're seeing any drooping of the face, facial muscles, or in saliva drooping from one of your face corners, or
Okay.
A stands for arm or leg weakness. You're unable to lift your hand, or you're feeling the power in one of your hand is reduced. Or S for
Hmm.
speech, you're not able to speak properly. The words are not coming properly. These are the commonest symptoms which you experience the stroke. And the T, which in fast stands for time, means you have to reach the hospital at the in the quickest possible time. So if you remember this fast, F for face, A for arm, S for speech, and T for time, you know that you have to take any patient with any of these symptoms to hospital in the quickest possible time. And there are other symptoms also, like loss of balance while walking, complaining of headache, and loss of vision in one of your eye. All these are also attributed to stroke. But if you remember fast, FAST, then even as a common person, you'll be able to help a lot of people to reach the hospital in time.
I urge all my viewers to remember fast for sure. And now, so tell me, doctor, how can this be prevented?
So it is one thing is good is like stroke is preventable. At least 85% of strokes are preventable. It is mainly related to our dietary factors and our smoke, the way what we eat, and our habits, whether we are exercising or not. tobacco chewer should try to avoid tobacco. Alcohol should be avoided. Maintain your blood pressure within normal limits. The diabetes should be under control. If all these things are kept under control with an active lifestyle of walking at least 10,000 steps every day, 5 times a week, I think 85% of the strokes are preventable.
Okay, I remember that. 10,000 steps every day, 5 times a week. I think everyone who's watching should remember this, major point over here. And now you tell me, doctor, what are the treatment options for stroke?
The treatment option which we want everybody to understand or to get inside is that stroke, even though a person has experience from stroke, we can completely reverse the effects of stroke if the patient comes to us within a specific time period, which we call as the window period or the golden period or whatever it is. So this within this window period, suppose there are two types of treatment. One is we don't want the brain to get damaged. Once the brain is damaged, it is permanently and irreversibly damaged. You don't have anything which is known as a brain transplant. You have the rest of the transplant, but there's nothing called as a brain transplant, because brain, you have to understand that brain is irreplaceable and any damage to the brain is irreversible. So what we want to do is, we do not want the brain to get damaged. So the body gives us some time, even though after a stroke, even before the brain gets damaged. So within this period, which is the window period, if the patient comes to the hospital, we offer two types of treatment. The first treatment is giving a drug which is known as IVTP or thrombolysis, which usually given to the patients which come within 4.5 hours.
Okay.
And this drug will help in breaking any block in the blood vessels. So, and once the block in the blood vessels is broken down, the blood normally goes to the brain and it will prevent further brain damage. And those who have crossed 4.5 hours, or those who have any major blood vessel occlusion to the brain, means any major blood vessel which is going to the brain has got blocked due to any reason. So we try to remove that block. We go inside through your leg usually. We pass a device which is known as a stent retriever, which is a very tiny wire. With that wire, we try to remove the clot so that all the effects which that clot has caused, all the stoppage of the blood to the brain which the clot has caused, can be reversed, and your brain will be saved without any further damage.
Perfect. Okay, doctor, there's one doubt that I have. Why there is so much discussion about time when we talk about stroke?
So basically, all this we have discussed so far is also like, stroke is a time related condition. So the longer you take, the more is the brain damage which is going to happen. So roughly every minute we are losing some lakhs of neurons. So to prevent this neuronal loss, and we have to respond, every second is crucial in the stroke management. We have to rush the patient to the nearest stroke ready hospital where all the above mentioned treatments are provided, so that we can prevent damage, we can rescue the patient without prevent any further damage to the brain.
And as the current situations we're seeing COVID, a lot of patients are suffering through COVID. So recent reports says that COVID-19 patient have even higher risk of stroke. Is that true?
Yes, definitely. So COVID is associated with vascular thrombosis, means blockages in the blood vessels. So, and so COVID is known to cause arterial strokes, and the incidence of stroke in COVID patients has been reported as around 0.5%. That is, 1 in 200 patients who are having COVID is going to have a stroke. Even we have seen last 3-4 days back, have seen a patient who had come with stroke initially, but who turned out to be a COVID positive case. So the increased prevalence of stroke is around is higher, and we have to be even more cautious even during this pandemic times, because the number of stroke cases will increase with the prevalence of COVID also.
All right. So is there any message that you want to give out to every viewer who's watching this interview of yours, who listening to the advice you're giving?
So what I want to the message which I would like to pass on is like, stroke is a reversible disease.
Yeah.
Everybody has to remember that you have to rush the patient to the stroke ready hospital as soon as possible, and remember that brain once damaged cannot be retrieved back. So try to preserve as much as possible.
All right, doctor, thank you so much. I'm sure that your advice is going to be really helpful to everyone who is watching this video. And this stroke day, let's promise ourselves that we should take care of ourselves and everyone around us. What say, doctor?
Yes. So on this stroke day, which is coming on 29th of this month, 29th of
Yeah.
every year. So
Yeah.
we would like to promote stroke, because stroke is one condition which we can prevent and which can reverse, and which is one of the
Yeah.
leading causes for mortality and morbidity in this country. So hope this message reaches as many as possible.
All right. Perfect, doctor. Thank you so much for taking out time and giving me this lovely interview. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much. It was nice knowing you. Thank you.
All of you keep listening to Fever 94.3 FM, and that was Dr. Rajesh. And this is RJ Ayushi from Fever FM. मैं हूँ आपके साथ आपकी आयुषी, जलाती है full on खुशी. Stay tuned.